Hello everyone, present day Stephanie here. So I filmed this video a few days before the protests began because of the murder of George Floyd. And I didn't know when an appropriate time was to post this video because I clearly do not want to be insensitive to everything that's happening right now. But like many of you, I have been glued to my phone, social media, the news, and also the last, I guess how many days I've been out and about at the protests in downtown LA and Hollywood as well. And the other day, I honestly needed a mental break after coming home from the protests. It's been very emotional and powerful, but I did need to I ended up watching some Gordon Ramsay and then I watched some RuPaul. So what I'm saying is I think it's okay to take a little bit of a mental break. This is something that so many of us, hopefully all of us watching this right now, are just so passionate about and mad about and ready to fight to make change for, which is already happening. But also we need to be able to recharge as well a little bit. So I'm not saying that watching a video like this is necessarily an escape, but a little bit of a mental break and a little bit of a ability to recharge and then get back out there and do what you can. I also did reach out and speak to some of my subscribers out there and asked if this was an appropriate thing to do, and they kind of voiced the same feelings that I am feeling right now. So clearly YouTube videos are a lot more planned. They're not necessarily in the moment, and right now with what's happening, everything is so in the moment. It's changing so rapidly. So if you wanna catch up with me and see what I'm doing in the present moment, you can catch me on Instagram. I'm posting on there quite a bit. Any AdSense made from this video, I'm going to be donating to Black Lives Matter, and I am planning for at least the month of June. Any videos I make the AdSense there, I will be donating to an organization affiliated with Black Lives Matter. And I also have a very important message at the end of this video that I personally would love more information about, and I do need to learn more about, and I feel like as a community, we need to as well. So please stick till the end of the video. And yeah, I hope y'all are staying safe out there. I love y'all and enjoy. What's up everyone? It's your girl Stephanie, and today I am going to share with y'all some of my favorite CBD products. I've been a big fan of CBD for quite some time now. It's really impacted my life positively, as well as other people all around me, and Josie's too. So before we get into it, if you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your true pronoun or gender identity, come join the family. All right, let's get started. Okay, so before we get into the products, let's talk a little bit about what CBD is. So CBD stands for cannabidiol, which is a chemical compound derived from the cannabis sativa plant, aka marijuana. CBD is non-psychoactive, meaning it does not have a strong effect on the brain's cognitive activity and doesn't cause the high associated with marijuana, and in fact has been found to have a lot of great health benefits. Currently, there is so much research going on with CBD in terms of cancer research, epilepsy, but in terms of just wanting to use CBD in daily life, I think I have 4 health benefits that, anybody out there would use CBD for. These are the ones that I personally use them for. So here we go. I have pain relief. So studies have shown that CBD may help reduce chronic pain by impacting endocannabinoid receptor activity, reducing inflammation and interacting with neurotransmitters. We have anxiety and depression reduction. So CBD acts on the brain's receptors for serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that regulates mood and social behavior. Third, we have sleep aid. So one study showed that CBD improved the symptoms of REM sleep behavior disorder, a disorder in which a person acts out in their dreams. RBD is associated with poor sleep and nightmares. And then in terms of on the outside, personally, we have acne treatment. So CBD oil may help treat acne due to its anti-inflammatory properties and ability to reduce sebum production. And also there's a lot of research on CBD in terms of other skin issues like really dry skin, eczema, and that kind of stuff. So those are really the health benefits that I guess I'm going to be talking about with these particular products. And of course, we have different ways of using. We have ingestion and topical. So we're really going to go through a variety of different products here. We're going to start this off with ingested CBD. And this is probably the form that I use the most. And these are gummies. So here are my favorite ones in particular. This is by Plus. And as you can see, I have different kinds here. So if we're just starting off with two of these here, these are 700 milligrams of CBD per tin. There's 14 gummies in here. So that means there are 50 milligrams of CBD per gummy. That is a lot for a gummy product. I actually have now tried maybe over like 10 different brands of gummies, and these are quite small, but for me, this brand tastes the best, but also because there's so much CBD in there, you can taste it a little bit more. It's a little bit more bitter. Obviously, with so much packed in there, you're not gonna avoid the flavor or like the terpenes of the plant itself. So typically, because this is 50, I'll like cut this in half or even into quarters sometimes, or I'll eat one whole if I want to. I started taking CBD because of anxiety. I definitely deal with daily presence of anxiety. I don't think that I have the highest amount of anxiety ever at all, but I feel like as a normal person, we're all dealing with anxiety, with issues within our own lives all the time. The way that my anxiety manifests is I just feel like I'm going a million miles an hour while I'm doing nothing, and I'll like hold my breath really, and I just get really tense, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. I have to consciously just like let it go. CBD really, really helps with that. It just helps me just relax a little bit and just slow down. Has absolutely no effect on my brain function, like I said, or anything. It just makes me just relax a little bit more. So that's when I started eating these gummies. I really like these, but the ones that I really like, these are my favorite just CBD gummies, are these ones. They are 90 milligrams CBD and 10 milligrams THC. Now, there's a lot of research out there currently that says that CBD is more effective when you have a little bit of THC with it, and this is called the entourage effect. And it kind of shows that in terms of like the chemical compounds of the plant, they work better together than as their individual components. So that's why when you look at a product that contains CBD, it'll either be full spectrum, broad spectrum, or isolate. I'm really not gonna go too far into that because this is a lot to talk about, but I'll just say that full spectrum does have a little bit of THC in there. Legally, for it to be just sold everywhere, it has to have under 0.3%, I believe. So this one is not legal to be sold everywhere. I had to get this from a dispensary because in terms of like one gummy, actually there's 0.5 milligrams of THC. You don't feel it at all when you're eating this one, but I do feel like this one in itself gives me the same relaxed feeling and feeling of calm as one of these. So this one only has 4.5 milligrams of CBD per gummy. This one has 50 milligrams. So I really do believe in that entourage effect. There is one more from this company that I think it's worth talking about. This is their melatonin gummy. This one is 25 milligrams of CBD per gummy, 1 milligram of melatonin. So it is a very low amount of melatonin per gummy. I find that eating one of these has the same effect as eating like a melatonin pill. And I wanna say usually those are like 5 milligrams of melatonin. So I really like to use this. I don't eat melatonin super regularly, but I do have racing thoughts sometimes. Like I said, my anxiety can carry like into the night. So sometimes taking something like this really does help. And I will say that in terms of like whole flower marijuana or something like that, I do use like a little indica pen to go to sleep as well. That's pretty much the extent of my marijuana usage. But of course, I live in California. It is all legal. I use it to help me go to sleep, but sometimes if I just have this, I don't need the pen at all. I do know on their website, you can purchase any of these separately, and you can also buy these 3 as a pack, which I did. And like I said, I had to get the one with THC, a little bit of THC in there, from a dispensary. Another brand of gummies that I do enjoy are CBD Effects, and this brand in itself has so many options for CBD. They have got like gummies, tinctures, everything. So, and I believe on the site they might even have packs, you know, that you can have a variety pack of different things. So if you're just looking into like diving into CBD and just trying whatever you want, this is a great company to go to. I like the concept of this one in itself too, because it's a pretty small pack. I think they're like 8 gummies, or there were 4 gummies? No, 8 gummies in here. These ones were only 5 milligrams per gummy, so you're not going crazy like going 50 milligrams, and you don't have to obviously cut it up all by yourself. So if you're really very new to CBD, I think this is a great brand to look into. I think that they have one like small pack like this left, and it's their like spirulina. You're not gonna get this specific flavor, but you're gonna get the same like 5 milligrams CBD gummies. Another thing actually that I really do want to circle back to about doing your research is you really have to look at the ingredient list in the back. And if you can't see it, if they're not displaying it on the website, do not buy from that website. Because there are some brands, they'll label their CBD like gummies in particular, like extra chill CBD. And actually, they've added melatonin to it without telling you explicitly on the packaging. Like, you look at this one, it's called Sleep, blackberry tea with melatonin. There was one brand that my sister really liked. Nowhere on the packaging did it say CBD with melatonin, but she was like, Stephanie, these ones are so good for sleep. Every time I just eat one of these gummies, it knocks me out right away. And I was like, whoa, that sounds like it's a little bit too relaxing, but maybe my sister's just very sensitive to CBD. So I bought it, and I remember it was like 5 p.m. I was working on my computer, and maybe like 45 minutes later, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired right now. What's going on? At first, it felt like I was just like really relaxed. I was like, this is crazy. This did not have that much CBD in it, and also like it's making me not just relaxed but really sleepy. Then I just went ahead and looked at the packaging, and you know, back here it said melatonin. I was just shocked because I went on the website, on the page of the gummy, nowhere on there did it say anything about melatonin until you went to this teeny little ingredient list at the very bottom area that you had to like click a tab for, and then under everything it said melatonin. So just do your research and look over everything before buying a product. And if a product doesn't explicitly say that it has something like melatonin in it, I'm not sure if I would trust that brand. So next up after gummies, the product that I use the most are tinctures. So I have 2 here for you. I have one by Lord Jones. This is their Royal Oil 1000 milligrams CBD. And then I have this one by Onda, which is their full spectrum CBD hemp extract. Now the Lord Jones Royal Oil is advertised as being topical, and I do use it in that way as well. But I did have the pleasure of meeting one of the co-founders of Lord Jones, Cindy Capobianco, and she did tell me that this is ingestible as well, because all that's in here is, I believe, grapeseed oil and the CBD oil. 1 dropper full is 40 milligrams of CBD, so maybe I'll do half, put it underneath my tongue and just hold it there for a minute. If you're really not trying to mess with a lot of added ingredients, you don't want any sugars or anything from the gummies, this could be a great way to go. And it is a very multifunctional product, because I do have some neck, shoulder pain issues, and this is the first really effective CBD product that I found to really help with my pain in my neck. I think especially topically, the thing that I really grasp about CBD is that it reduces inflammation, and inflammation can be the cause of a lot of bodily issues in terms of pain management, skin issues. A lot of it has to do with inflammation. And this product, actually what they recommend is to use it in your skincare. So you could put it in your moisturizer, a little drop of that, or even end it just on your face. But like I said, this one I use mostly for ingestion, and if I were to put it topically, like on my shoulder. And then this one by Anda, I just wanted to mention it because I haven't used it too much, but I have seen a friend who does like this brand. I need to look into it a little bit more. I believe actually all the packaging has changed very drastically since I received this one, but if you are looking into another brand, you can look into this one. If you just don't want to taste anything at all, you don't want to deal with any oils, you don't want to deal with any gummies, we have capsules here for you, of course. So I have two here, one from CBD Effects. Again, it's one of these little envelopes. There is 25 milligrams of CBD per capsule. And then we have a little jar here of the Laura Jones hemp-derived CBD gel capsules. This one as well has 25 milligrams of CBD per capsule. You know, in terms of all these methods of ingestion, it really comes down to, I guess, just your preference. Personally, for me, a lot of CBD is about the process, I guess, and it's that word of like mindfulness, of understanding that I am, you know, rubbing this thing on me or eating this thing to help calm me down or to help me in some way. So I enjoy that aspect of CBD because it makes me kind of focus and be like, okay, just chill out. This is what I'm trying to do to help myself. So it's a little bit of a self-care moment. If you don't need that moment for yourself, like go ahead and just take a capsule, or you know, this could be that process for you as well. I personally have not used these too much because I enjoy using the other ways, but I have gifted these to friends. You know, a bunch of these in the bottle I have gifted to a friend, and they were dealing with some real pain issues in their back, and they said that this one really helped them, along with other products I did give them though. I'll talk about the other one in a second. But yeah, if this is just a way that you'd want to ingest CBD, go ahead and try it. In terms of incorporating CBD into your daily life, I have been enjoying some of these products that make it even more of, I guess, like a ritual. So I have a couple honey products here. So this first one is from Potly. This is their cannabis infused raw honey. This has 100 milligrams of CBD and 10 milligrams of THC. So this is another one of those that you might have to purchase from a dispensary. I believe this one is only sold in California. And again, because it has the little bit of THC in there, you get that entourage effect to make it a little bit more effective. This is something that I would put into, you know, anything that you want honey. Some tea, you put it on some granola. It just incorporates CBD in another way into your daily life without maybe making it feel so medical, like you're not taking a tincture or a capsule. You just have it in your honey, and this honey tastes great. This brand Potly is wonderful. The founders are Fel and Christine. They are my Bay Area girls, and I feel like they're killing it. I have another product here from them that I want to talk about. This is a product that I really, really like. And then if you're looking for one that has absolutely no THC in there that you can just purchase online, this one is from Beekeepers Natural. This is their B.Chill raw honey and hemp. There is 500 milligrams high potency hemp oil, which is CBD in there. I actually personally know the founder of Beekeepers Naturals as well, which is so cool. So now I've talked about 4 female founders. But her name is Carly Stein. She started Beekeepers Naturals because she actually has grown up, has lived with her whole life with an autoimmune disorder. And she found that natural bee products like propolis and royal jelly, and I guess now added with CBD, actually really helps with her issues. So if you're looking for just a really nice honey that has some CBD in there as well, but no THC, you can look into this one. I have one more food product here, again from Potley, and this is their hemp infused extra virgin olive oil. So this is cold pressed estate Tuscan olive oil with 250 milligrams of hemp derived CBD. Again, just one of those products where you can put it onto a salad, you know, just put it into your daily life. And this olive oil is like really, really delicious. This is my kind of like my special occasion, not special occasion, but I personally would not cook with this olive oil. I would use it for something raw. I mean, my favorite dressing for a salad would be some olive oil and some nice balsamic vinegar, and we're good to go. So if you're fairly new to CBD and the idea of taking a pill or a gummy or something that just is not practical for your life, but you are a tea drinker or you're a salad eater, you know, this could be the form that would fit into your lifestyle. Earlier, I mentioned my friend who I gave these capsules to, who was having some really bad back problems. I'm not sure if it was like a pinched nerve feeling, but she's not positive that's what it was, but it made her very immobile. I also spooned out some of this one for her to put on topically, and this is the BIBO Therapies High Potency CBD Body Balm. There is 750 milligrams of CBD in this jar. So topically, what this balm claims to do is to reduce inflammation. So if you're having just general body aches, maybe just from working out, this is a product that you could rub onto your muscles to help you out. The other day, Michael had a really weird back spasm. It happened while he was bike riding, and thankfully he wasn't that far away. I think he was just like in Chinatown, so I had to drive and go pick him up. Like, he could not move. His back was in so much pain. It was actually really scary. But when we got home, he took a hot shower, and then I rubbed this on his back for him. Oh no, it was like his shoulder, within his shoulder blade down to his back. It was really weird. But I rubbed this onto him for like half an hour, and what they do recommend is to keep this on for at least half an hour, and I think that it really helped. Obviously, it's a combination of things, like he took a hot shower, clearly I'm giving him a massage, which I think in itself helped. There are other ingredients in here, a lot of really nice oils that could help, but in itself as a balm, I feel like it does give some relief. The CBD in there gives some real relief in terms of physical aches and pains. This one plus the royal oil are ones that I personally have used on my back and my neck for the pains that I have. And you know, when you're rubbing it on yourself, you clearly can't really work it in. And I personally have felt just that strain in my neck down to my shoulder just like loosen up after having this on for an hour. It just feels so much better. Even now, like, I still have issues. If I'm doing this, all I'm hearing is just like crack, 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 crack all throughout my back, you know. It's just when I'm on my computer, I'm hunched over, and that's my tension as well. That's my stress. I carry it all in my shoulders, and I hold my breath when I'm doing stressful things. So all in all, CBD kind of helps me with those issues without having, you know, necessarily to take the next step and to take in other things. I will say this balm is not the most friendly in terms of soaking into the skin. It definitely is one that's great for massages because you can just keep working with it. It does not soak in that well. But that just means that a little bit goes a really long way, because if you just use a teeny tiny bit of it, it will obviously spread thin and soak in. But it just, I don't know. It smells great. It's a really nice balm. But yeah, be careful of, I don't know, laying down on your white sheets or anything, because it does have a little bit of a tint on there. And if you're slathering it on, you know, clearly you see that it has a color to it. We're gonna jump into some other skincare products. Before we really hop into the face stuff, there's another balm here by Lord Jones, and this is their high CBD formula body balm. And this has 200 milligrams of CBD in there. So, you know, this one over here has 750, this is 200. I would say if you are looking for something for aches and pains and those kind of things, for inflammation of the muscles, this is one that I would more recommend. This one, I don't even think that they don't claim anything about helping your muscles or helping aches and pains. This one is just like a balm that you would put on for really dry skin. The thing that Laura Jones really talks about in terms of CBD with this product is that it is very soothing and very a restorative ingredient, and it is really good for dry, cracked skin. So especially now that we are all washing our hands so much, using so much hand sanitizer, this is the kind of product that, like, at the end of the day, I'll like rub on my knuckles and on my cuticles. Of course, like I said with the previous product, there are other ingredients within this, like beeswax and oils, that do help with that. I think this product is a good example of how CBD can be really incorporated into your regular products in your everyday life. It's not a miracle ingredient every single time. They're claiming in this one that it's just good for, you know, maybe some dry skin, some cracked skin. It's not going to solve your arthritis or anything. So just do your research, I guess, on the product with CBD that you're purchasing. So I have two more skincare products here. Another one from Laura Jones. I think Laura Jones was the first CBD brand to go into Sephora. They really did break out in the high-end skincare realm. I really don't know a lot of other skincare brands that have CBD in them, so that's why there's so much Laura Jones products. If you have any recommendations for me, please let me know in terms of CBD skincare. Clearly, I have a lot of other brands that I like with CBD, but I just haven't seen much CBD skincare that I really like, because Laura Jones uses some really awesome ingredients outside of the CBD. But yeah, if you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. The thing in terms of skincare from Laura Jones that I think I really like the most, and this is probably the newest one for me, is their whole plant formula acid mantle repair. This is a CBD moisturizer. This is quite a rich cream. I am an oily person. This is good for all skin types. So typically this is my nighttime cream, and this is gonna last me a long time because I've been using this for a minute and it looks like I haven't even really skimmed the surface. You don't need that much at all. Along with the CBD, there are some really great ingredients. There's hyaluronic acid, so it's highly moisturizing. But because it does have the CBD in there, it is really a restorative kind of ingredient. It is great for acne. And it's so funny because I do really love just scrolling through online reviews, whether they be really bad or really good. And it's awesome because on Sephora, there are so many positive comments about this from people who have dry skin, people who have acne prone skin. It just seems like an all around great, very positively reviewed product. So if you're looking for a really nice nighttime moisturizer, if you are oily, or just a all day, everyday moisturizer, if you got dry skin, yeah, this is just a really great, straightforward moisturizer. And the last product for the face that I have here is the St. Jane Luxury Beauty Serum. Again, this is kind of one of those products that's supposed to be for all skin types. It has 500 milligrams of full spectrum CBD with 20 potent botanicals. So it's supposed to hydrate, detoxify, help with dullness and uneven skin tone, wrinkles. It's just kind of supposed to be, a miracle serum. I haven't been using it for that long, but I will say, I feel like my skin is glowing afterwards. I did have some breakouts that I had I want to say they started like a week and a half ago. I really consistently was using both of these at nighttime, and my chin is just like really cleared up, and I thought that there was going to be more popping up, but they kind of backed in. They went back in there. So I'm going to continue using this one. I would say out of any of the skin products, this is the one that I've used the least. And it is also the most luxury product that I have here. So I'm really being stingy with it. But also, again, from all the reviews that I've read online, a lot of different people with different skin types really have been enjoying this product. Hi, Joe. I just woke Josie up from snoring heavy. Sometimes when I'm recording now, she just starts snoring so loud that I do have to I have to wake her up because she's just right here in front of the camera. But speaking of Josie, we do have a product for her. This is the Blossom Full Spectrum Hemp Oil. This has 300 milligrams per bottle here. This is the one I purchased for medium dogs. You administer 0.25 milliliters per 25 pounds of pet weight. CBD for pets is super effective. I feel like it might even be the most friendly gateway into CBD for a lot of people because they see immediate effects in their pets, whether it be giving it to them during hard car rides where dogs have a lot of anxiety during that time, or with fireworks. So there was one night for some reason that there was a bunch of fireworks going on all outside. Josie was a little bit nervous. She's not usually nervous about loud noises, but I think Michael wasn't around, so it made her a bit nervous. And I gave her some of the CBD, and she calmed right down. It was very, I don't know, it was pretty amazing. And I have, babysat other dogs where they're really anxious dogs, and CBD just helps so much. So I feel like just in that, to see how CBD works for your loved animal and how it calms them down is just a really great testament to how effective CBD can be for you as well. Not saying that everything you would give your dog is supposed to be good for you, but I'm just saying we have a direct example there. I do like this brand. I feel like there are a lot of CBD for pet brands, and a lot of the brands that I'm showing here, let me see. I know this one, Onda, I saw on their website they have one specifically for dogs. So I feel like a lot of brands that make CBD, it's just smart for them to also make it for pets as well. So I would definitely recommend tinctures. I'm not so sure about treats, but I'm sure those are, also effective. I just have one last form of CBD, not for pets, but for humans. And that is just the flower here. So these are from Lowell Smokes. First off, I have their premium hemp smokes. So you can actually buy these from Lowell Smokes. It's just hemp. And in this pack, they also give you these little matches. The packaging, Lowell Smokes just kills it with the packaging. It is very, very smart. And I have gone through a good number of these little pre-rolls. Like I said, I feel like for me personally, part of CBD is the ritual, and I am not a big just like weed smoker. Like I wouldn't sit down and smoke I was gonna say blunt. I wouldn't go up, sit down and smoke a blunt. Maybe, back in my Bay Area days, maybe, but I wouldn't just sit down and smoke a joint on any given day. But I do enjoy that process of sitting down, lighting it, and just relaxing with it. So in a way, I can have that without the high, and we have it here with these CBD pre-rolls. If you don't want to have a whole pre-roll, because I understand, I'll usually have to just like smoke a little bit of it, put it out, and then it doesn't necessarily taste that great, when you have to relight a joint. They also just have the flower. So this right here is 3.5 grams, or an eighth of the CBD hemp flower. It's just crazy because in my mind, like, this is weed, but yeah, there's no THC in there. It is just CBD, it's just hemp, and you can put this in your little pipe and smoke it. So that's another option for you if you just really want to have that. Also, I feel like if you're trying to not smoke so much weed, but you enjoy that process, this could be a great thing, for you to do. Just smoke a little CBD, so you're having your ritual, but you're not getting super stoned. All right, y'all, those are all of my CBD products I have to show you. It was a lot. But I wanted to give you some options, and I didn't realize that I really use a lot of CBD. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Before we close this up, I did want to touch upon this in that, currently marijuana is legal in California and in a lot of other states, decriminalized in certain states, I believe, and it really is moving quite rapidly. A lot of people, a lot of companies are making a ton of money now in this industry, and yet there are still thousands of people currently incarcerated for charges as small as carrying marijuana, just possession. And as a user of these products, we need to be mindful and understand and become educated and become advocates for people who are currently in jail for crimes that are no longer criminal and I mean should not have been criminal in the first place. I know myself, I need to become more educated on the subject. So I would love to hear from you any suggestions for anything that all of us should read about, any kind of information or charities or organizations that we should look into, because there is a lot of information out there, but it's hard to really weed through it. So I would love your help on that, and I would love to be more educated. And with that said, I hope y'all are well. I hope you are staying healthy and safe. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I hope this video maybe gave you a little bit of a break from that. And I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.